This video is about developing more of a stretch in your hand, and what I like to give beginners to help stretch the hand out a bit is basically holding a chord shape high up on the fretboard and then slowly working your way down until you're at the bottom. So all we're doing, get a little bit closer here, is you're going to start with your first finger on the low E on 12, then you're going to use your ring finger on 14 on the A string, pinky is going to hit 16 on the D string. So you're basically stretching your hand out. Whoop. Stretching your hand out every other fret. So the reason why I'm not going to use the middle finger is because this way you get more of a stretch developed for that pinky. And it does make things a bit more challenging for some people, and that's why we're doing it this way, to hit those weak points. So what you do, once you're holding that, pick one string at a time and make sure all three notes sound good, and then you move down one fret. So now you're going 11, 13, 15, and you just keep moving that shape down one fret at a time. And what a lot of people end up doing is, like when they go down, when it starts getting hard, they'll move these two fingers down 2 frets, they'll move this pinky down an extra one, and they'll do that. So if it sounds really sour, make sure that pinky is 1 fret higher, like that, so skipping every other fret. And you just keep going down until you get to the 1, 3, and 5. And also, it's very important to keep your thumb in the center of your hand. There we go. So kind of like where your middle finger would be, or like almost in between like your middle and ring finger. Trying to get that on camera there. So that kind of shows it. So this way, because if you have your hand over here, your thumb over here, then it puts your hands in a very awkward position, and you can't hit the stretches very well, or keep the fingers on the tips. So that is shown to be very helpful with a lot of people. And if you want to make it more challenging, invert the way you're holding it. So instead of going the 12, 14, 16 like that, switch it. So you're basically holding a diminished shape here. Whoop. So 16, 14, 12. This makes it more challenging because you have to have your fingers up on the tip in order to hit all 3 notes. And yes, it is very doable all the way down here. And again, it might make it easier for you to use your middle finger instead of your ring finger, but the object of this exercise is to develop that stretch. We don't want to make it easier, we want to make it efficient. So working your way down on those, I wouldn't, especially if you're beginning or you're trying to work out a stretch that you haven't done before, or if you have an injury that you're trying to nurse back, nurse your hand back to health. I would go very slow with this, and I would not expect yourself to reach all the way down to the first fret right away. Let your hand get used to the changes, and you know, the more you do it, the easier it'll get. So if you feel too much strain, don't push it on this one, because you know, you can overstretch stuff and tear, but it's probably not going to happen on the guitar. But just to be on the safe side, given fair warning, take it as far as you're comfortable with. The more you do it, eventually you'll be able to get all the way down there. So if you try this stretching exercise plus the little inverted thing I talked about, and you still need more help with stretching, or something still doesn't seem right, let me know and I'll see what we can do. Thank you for watching.